Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all keeping well. We are back again with another live show on the channel. Yes, match preview for the game on Saturday against Ipswich Town at home. It's at James's Park. 3 o'clock kickoff. We are back in action, and hopefully we can recover from what happened against Aston Villa last week. I believe we will. And if we do win on Saturday, that will be Ipswich Town relegated. So that will be the third team relegated from the Premier League. But how are you feeling for Saturday, Mason? Can we bounce back?
Hopefully.
I believe we should do. We should have enough to beat these at home, particularly where we are at home as well. So, here we are. But anyway, you know what to do, guys. If you enjoy the show, please do remember to give us a thumbs up. It's really important we get those likes so people know where to find us in the search results. Do smash the likes if you enjoy the show tonight. Please, of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed, and your job goes on the channel week in, week out, hit that subscribe button. Free to do so, and it does help me the channel grow. And please hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever a live show takes place or a pre-recorded video gets uploaded as well. So please hit the bell to make sure all up to date with the content for you that you do not want to miss at all. And if you'd like to give a donation, feel free. And if you want to become a member, it's 99p a month. Just hit the join button to become a member and you'll be included in the prize draws we do as well. And we are getting close now to 2,400 now. So please do show your support by hitting that subscribe button. We are getting on our way to 2,400. We are getting closer and closer now. So please do show your support the channel by hitting that subscribe button and helping us get there as soon as we can. We always appreciate your support. Let's nip into comments. Joe, good evening. Lawrence, good evening. Lee, good evening. Andrew, good evening. And good evening, Martin, as well. Hope you are well. And good evening, Colin. Hope you are well as well. Hopefully we will see you back on Saturday as well. After full time, you know where, usual spot. Usual spot. I mean, we surely have to, but the first thing is, Mason, it's good to see Eddie Howe is back on duty now.
It is. Lee, I didn't. That joke, you know what it is? That joke's getting old now, like.
Oh, there you
go. Yeah, it is good to see him.
Which is what I'm going to put. I'm going to put a banner up.
Let's see, he's back on Saturday now.
There you go. Oh, wait till I get it on. There we go. Welcome back, Eddie Howe. It would be typical Newcastle if we drew this match as Geordie, and good to see that you will be back on Saturday, Colin. Welcome back, chaps. Got a fancy 6-0 win to welcome back Eddie. I think we can win this comfortably, Mason. I really do.
Yeah, hopefully.
I really believe we'll win this quick. I mean, no disrespect to Ipswich. I mean, they're going down now. I mean, they just haven't got quality to stay in this league.
Yeah, I think we can well, we should do what we did to Sheffield United last season, but this time we could be doing it to Ipswich.
Yeah, I mean, Geordie's going for a 4-0 win. Remember, there is a poll up in the chat, guys, so get voting on it. Let us know what you think the outcome will be for Saturday, and we will end that at the end of the show, as we always do. Good evening, Mr. Toon Trader. Hope you are keeping well. Hope you are keeping well, Ian. Good to see you as well. But yeah, I mean, so, Chippers is in the chat. Hope you well, Chippers, matey. But I mean, do you think Eddie Howe, he's going to be back in the press conference tomorrow? Surely will be.
Hopefully. Yeah, probably have the chance of being in the press conference tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. I believe he will be.
No doubt about it.
Hopefully, Eddie gives an update on what's probably been happening, but I don't want them to go massively talking about that for ages and ages within the press conference. It's all about majority of the game on Saturday, of course.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think if we play the way we can break Premier League record and score 10, says Joe. Yep. The Bluebirds might be relegated on Saturday, Mason. They need a miracle. I bet Mason would love that.
I know.
And you would probably love that, Mason, wouldn't you? Good evening. Hope you're keeping well as well. I'm surprised Eddie is back soon, to be honest. Well, he got discharged from hospital a few days ago. He must have had a few good days rest at home as well. And he's feeling much, much better. And that's why he's probably returned back to work as well. So good evening, Julie and Coffee. Good evening to you as well. Geordie, he's a workaholic. There you are. Well said, Joe. He is a workaholic. The players would have no doubt missed him, though, Mason. And with him back on Saturday, it'll give us that extra boost, I believe.
They would have. Oh, God, Chippers. Yeah, I mean, they would have missed him, and obviously, with the benefit of the doubt, without making the team's morale boost, go up even more with him being back. And they'll be pleased that he'll be back in the touchdown on Saturday.
Yeah. Hope Eddie doesn't face. I don't want the press the journalists to come out with any ridiculous stuff tomorrow. They might just give him and ask him how he's doing, how he's feeling, and I think this should just finish from there and get straight on about talking the game on Saturday, of course. So that's what I want to see. Jilly, good evening. Hope you're keeping well as well. We simply need a bounce back, Mason, because we know that performance last week was really, really. That was a one we just simply got out battled by, and we just never really showed up in that game last week.
We didn't. Yeah, it's disappointing to say the least, but at least we'll be working all week on it, and obviously, in the Chippers has just said it. Hopefully, the Villa game was a one-off.
Yeah, I'm hoping it was just a one-off as well. Considering we were we won about 5-6 games in a row after before that. So, Jody says someone I knew was hospitalised with pneumonia. Took that person to Canny to get back to full fitness. But hopefully, the treatment that he was getting has made him has made him so much better now. Joe says if that Louise Way keys or these keys is there, shouldn't be allowed to question. Oh God, yeah, we know what I think about it. Tom, good evening. So pleased that he's back. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and Chipper says we need a performance and proof of last week was a one-off. Yeah, absolutely, we do. The fact it's a team that's going down, Mason. No disrespect to them. Ipswich are going to want to try and put a performance to try and get themselves stay in the league, but I believe we'll have too much for them. We should have too much for them. Plus, we know we've still got another thing to play for come the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, but they pretty much have got the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I agree.
Of going down, and obviously we've still got a chance of getting in the Champions League. So we'll have to see what happens come Saturday.
Yeah. Gilly says all good, Proudlock. Good to hear, Gilly. Took me 2 weeks to be discharged from hospital after double pneumonia, so he's done bloody well. We're all really sorry to hear that happened to you, Joe. We're glad to see that you did recover from it as well. So we were knackered last week, but have had a week to recover, and Eddie is back, so we will smash them forward. Exactly, Ian Mason. We've had a week to recover a little as well, and the players would have at least have had a bit of rest as well. So
yeah, I mean, you can't. I'm not going to say it because I'll probably get shit, but I agree. At least we've had the week for a week to prepare.
Yeah,
they've had one. We've had one extra day off because they played on the Sunday against Arsenal.
Yeah, they played on the Sunday as well. They played last Sunday, so
at least we've got that. At least we've got that one extra day compared to Ipswich. So I think for a team like them, they won't like come to see James's Park because they know for a fact they'll pretty much the final nail, the pretty much the nails in the coffin if they do get a negative result for the relegation back to the Championship. And just hopefully it'll be a situation where what we did with Sheffield United last season, not concede first, but they have like a 5 or 6 goal game.
Mm-hmm. You just know what she's going to ask. If she comes out with absolutely ridiculous questions, they should just throw her out of the press conference room. I think Jason did a good job. He did. They've done all right away from home results for Chelsea, Villa, etc., but they deserve to go down just from their home form. Well, their home form has been really, really shoddy. They have done points against some teams, but it's just not enough, though.
They only won like one game.
They give it a go. Season. I mean, do I say they give it a go? Yes, but the quality, they just haven't got a lot of quality there, unfortunately. And again, Mason, it's just a bit of a shame. It's all the 3 teams heading straight back down again.
Well, Ipswich have only won one game at home all season.
Yeah, they have.
And I think they've tried to stay with the away form, but obviously it hasn't.
Well, the home form is more important than the away form. That's the problem. The home games are more important.
It was just like us. I think it was like us last season. Our home form was excellent, but the away form was shit.
The away form was absolutely bad. Yeah, we've got more to play for than Ipswich. Jordy, completely agree. Yep, Ipswich are without Leif Davis, which is a canny blow for them. Yeah, because of his sending off as well. So we have to play like a wounded animal and be ruthless with them. Yeah, I mean, if we take a right out of them, I think, I can't see why we can't stick at least a few past them. A full week of training fully expects us to destroy Ipswich by half time. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Peter Mason. Hope you well, Jonathan. How are you both doing? Do you think Gordon might get a start on Saturday? No, I don't think Gordon still goes back in the start for life for me. I know Jacob Murphy had a poor game last week, but I think hopefully that was a one-off. I wouldn't drop Bonds out. I thought Bonds was one of the better players last week. So I think Gordon's still going to have to be patient and wait his turn.
You can't be dropping in form players because it's stupid. And it knocks the confidence out of them.
Exactly. I mean, it would feel so unfair, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, and even Julie says apparently Liam Delap's carrying a rib injury as well. Of course, we will get on to the when Mason gets that. It should have been Spurs and Newton Heath going down this season. Do you know what, Coffee? It should have. The only reason why they're still up is because the other teams have just done a little bit worse. But again, it's the teams that are coming up and they're going straight back. Do you think, Mason, it's because they haven't got the money to spend players, or do you think they have got the money, but they're absolutely too frightened to break the bank because of a certain corruption of FFP and PSR rules by you-know-who?
You have to look at You have to look at the recruitment as well.
Well, especially you do,
especially Ipswich, because apart from the CDM who are saying from Napoli, the rest of the players they've signed have all been in the Championship last season. No, actually, sorry.
Yeah, a lot of them have. Yeah,
it's actually sorry. Bar the CDM from Napoli and Calvin Phillips. The rest have been playing in the Championship last season. Yeah, so you've got to look at the recruitment Yeah. To be honest, the recruitment has been poor.
It has been very poor
from all 3 teams.
I mean, apparently they've conceded 71 goals. That is a lot of goals conceded.
Oh, sorry, I forgot as well. I'll bring them up as well. And since Ipswich did sign Stensio unknown from Brighton.
Yes, they did actually. So that's the only one which we'll get into. I thought Ipswich had done better than they thought they'd done. I thought they were going to be the surprise package this season, Geordie. I really thought they would have been, but again, it just wasn't to be. And again,
they were looking. It looked likely they were going to stay up, but unfortunately, it hasn't.
That's what I would have thought. They would have given a right goal, but you don't have the quality. Then what does it say?
I think if West Ham lost against Southampton, if somehow Southampton managed to win that game against West Ham on Saturday, I think they would have a 50% chance of trying to stay up. But after that draw, I can't see it now.
No. Put it this way, if you can't beat them at home, you aren't getting Champions League. That's a fact. Last week was a blip, and they'll be sorted on Saturday, says Ian. Do you know what, Ian? I agree. Good evening, Mark. Hope you're well. Ipswich got nothing to play for as they are relegated. Yeah, there's too many. They've got too many. There are too many points behind. West Ham just sitting above the drop zone, I believe.
Look.
I think it is West Ham just sitting above the drop zone.
West Ham are 17th in the points difference 15.
See, that's too much. It just shows, it is too much for West Ham to get themselves out of it. It's going to be it's a big ask for them. Cher ever been training this week? Apparently, Cher hasn't been featured in training this week. He is rated doubtful because he had to come off with a tight hamstring injury after the Aston Villa game. I got that feeling that Cher might not make this game. I mean, do you really recover within a week of hamstring injuries? It's very unlikely you would. You've got to be careful with hamstring injuries as well. So,
I think you should be starting Emil Kraft on there Saturday.
Well, that's what I would do. But hopefully, we could see a certain Rolls Royce back maybe on Saturday as well.
And he'd be on the bench.
Do you know what? If Botman does return, I wouldn't be throwing him straight in the starting 11. I would immediately put Emil Kraft in there. I think Kraft's going to feel a lot more fitter. And Kraft can certainly do a job there at centre-back. We've seen him do it before. And I think it would be more sensible to play Emil Kraft. And then you could probably put Botman on, say, some point in the second half. Depends on with maybe not so many minutes left, maybe. But maybe just to give him a little bit of a run out throughout the rest of the game.
If we're like 4 or 5-0 up in the game on Saturday, I'll probably give Botman that amount of time.
Yeah, absolutely, totally. Yeah, I think that would
it has to be. It has to be a reasonable scoreline as well. If it's like 4 or 5-0.
I mean, you can't see Cher being okay for Saturday.
No, I would keep him for the Brighton game. I
think that might be a bit more. Again, it's a hamstring injury. You've got to be careful with them. Again, who really recovers within a week on a hamstring injury? I don't think there's many that do it.
Because the fact is as well, now Brighton got beat on Saturday, they've still got a chance of getting into Europe. So I will keep him for next Sunday.
Yeah, probably a good point. Yeah, just read that one. I expect 4 or 5 against Ipswich on Saturday. Yep. I'm a little nervous for the Brighton match, which makes the Saturday so important to boost our goal difference. It's all about boosting the goalkeeping. Just hope does not ask for a transfer. I don't think he will, Jonathan. I think he knows that he's got to be a little bit patient at the moment because you know what happened. He was a bit stupid to get himself that sending off against Brighton, and he has picked up an injury, and he probably knows that Bonds is doing very well at the moment, and Bonds is simply undroppable at this moment of time. So I think Gordon will have to know that no matter how good Gordon is, that he can't just walk straight back in the team when Bonds has been playing fantastic.
Unless you put one of the two in different positions, like you wanted to do with Tino and Trippier, would do the same with Gordon and Bonds.
See, Bonds doesn't really play well on the right for me. That's the only thing.
No, I would put Gordon on the right.
Well, does Gordon really play better on there as well? I'm not so sure. If he really said I don't think he likes that role himself as well on the right. But again, you kind of drop Murphy. I know Murphy had a bad game last week, but
you know what it is.
Look how Murphy's contributed with an assists, and also look at the goals. How many goals he scored as well?
What's the word? I forgot the word. It's in. I forgot what it was. Oh, as I said, you can't be changing. As I've said earlier on the show, you can't be changing inform teams, and it's just
you cannot.
Murphy's up there with Barnes. So,
yep. LG says it's FPS on FFP destroying the league. I couldn't agree with more. LG simply couldn't agree more than that. West Ham so abysmal out of the 3 who are at the bottom are shit as well. or they would be. Yep, West Ham very bit lucky that they're just out of there as well.
If Man U were not top 3, I would have an absolute orgasm if they went down.
Pre-season with every club coming up went down. Yep, it is. Good evening, Ray. Hope you're well. Joe says Callum Phillips is shite style. Look how far he's just absolutely gone way downhill.
Can I just say something? And now we're gonna put it in, and now I'm gonna say it into my little side. But he's injured. He's not playing on Saturday.
Yeah. I thought you said. Man, yeah, I've seen that as well, Chris. Wrexham will be like me. I've heard Wrexham doing well. I think they can get up. Man, this is a PS. Exactly. They're $1 billion in debt. Surely they can't be spending money after money. Not according to Gareth Southgate, Joe Conn. Oh, God, I remember that as well. Luton has only been the only club. Yeah, Luton was the only club that did give it other overall shot, but just didn't work out as well. So after the rest, he should be back on it. True, but Southgate doesn't count that. Yeah, referee is Michael Salisbury. On a VAR is James Bell. Well, another bad ref. But you know what, Julie? We no matter who the referees are, Julie, but none of them are going to be good. We just have to play our own game and just get the job done.
Can I just make an apology to Ray Fagan? I thought you said my mic was bad again, and I'd seen that it hasn't been as bad. So I do apologise. I thought my mic was going cuckoo again, but it isn't.
It's been fine so far. Ipswich is a must-win if you want any chance of Champions League. I agree, Billy, absolutely. If Kraft plays Botman, will be on the bench. Yep. Kraft, who should start if Cher's injured. Yep, totally agree with that. And yeah, it says don't risk Botman until he's 100% fit. So, Kraft, do you know what? Emil Kraft always gives 100%. We know it didn't work under the previous manager who we had, but since Eddie came in, he totally transformed him, and he has given his overall best. I know he doesn't get a lot of minutes at the moment, but when he has been given those minutes, he's took his opportunity very, very well. I rate Kraft when he has played the season he's been decent. Plus, Kraft is an international footballer as well. Kraft has never let us down. He hasn't. He certainly hasn't. I would not mind seeing Neve getting some minutes if we are 4 or 5-0 up over Ipswich. It's possible if he does make the bench, of course. Is Isak fully fit or is he carrying it on? I think there's still something up with that groin of his. I've really got that feeling that there's something still not right with that groin of his.
I think he's not trying. I think he's not doing it. He's probably had something the matter with him because I think he must have played. But look at Ryan. As I said a couple of shows ago, Ryan Christie's done the same, but he's had to have an operation on his.
If Isak needs this operation come the end of the season, he goes and gets it immediately. Soon as our season's finished, he goes immediately and gets that groin looked into if it's still bothering him at the moment. Forgot Ipswich signed Phillips. They did. Absolutely. You're right, PD. Cheers, Julie. Shame to see how Luton have fallen. Yeah, I know. Good evening, Robert. Ian says Barnes' form has been better than Gordon. Has played the season for me, and it will be soul destroying for the lad if he gets dropped. He's been on fire since getting a run out. Absolutely. Good evening, Ian. What about Vardy as a backup striker? No.
I said that as a joke. I said that to somebody today as a joke. It's a joke, you know.
Not now.
As a joke. I said it as a joke. I said it as a joke.
Fair enough. But no, I think Vardy either looks for another club or he hangs the boots up. So Phillips, a message from all Newcastle fans. I remember when he thieved up for West Ham last season when we beat them 4-3.
Going back to Vardy, you're probably going back to Sheffield Wednesday. Probably got to Sheffield Wednesday him.
Could do. Isak had groin issues last season. It was supposed to have groin surgery in the summer. You should go and get it once the season's finished. Isak has been prone for the goal since the cup final. He's only scored 2 goals. Hopefully, we'll start to find the back of the net again. I think he will as well. Vardy can go to Arsenal. They need a striker. Anyway, Mason, take us through the Ipswich team, who is out missing for them. And by the way, they have got a bucket load of injuries, along with some suspensions as well.
Yeah, we'll go. So they're missing Arjam Juric.
Yeah.
Leif Davies for that red card against.
Yeah, for the wrist sending off. Yeah.
Enough. They did sign Julio Encio from Brighton on loan. Alex Palmer from West Brom.
Nice. Yeah, so we're going through the place of the have signed as well.
No, I've mixed it up.
That's fine.
Ben Godfrey from Atlanta. You know what it is? When he signed for Ipswich, you should have seen the amount of shit he got from Norwich fans. It was unreal. The amount of shit he got from Norwich fans was unreal.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're missing Wes Burns because he done his ACL against Liverpool. A player who I like, Amari Hutchinson, he's out as well.
Oh,
obviously,
there he is. He's just had an absolute.
fucking,
He's just completely fallen off a cliff.
He has flopped since he left Leeds League.
He's been an absolute. I don't know what has gone wrong with him. I don't know how it's.
You never know. He may come back in the summer. We haven't been back up.
Oh.
They're missing Shedozi Ogbeni. Thank fuck for that, because what happened last season?
What happened last season?
Remember? Because he was. Remember him and Ben last season? Fucking hell! It's fucking quick, isn't it? Because he gave the penalty. He gave the penalty for Luton last season.
Oh yes, he did, didn't he?
He's missing them on Saturday. A player who likes to score against us, Sammy Smollett, who they're missing as well.
Who's missing as well? Yes.
Yeah, they did sign Jaden Philogene from Villa, but he's also missing. We've got Connor Townsend to doubt. Nathan to doubt, and a couple of players to let go. The reason why I'm bringing up George Edmondson back is they did sell him to Middlesbrough permanently.
Right.
He was unknown, but when I put him on the last team, he was unknown. But since then, it was made permanent. I think it was made permanent on deadline day in January. They let go Ali Al Hamadi to Stoke on loan, and Harry Clark to Sheffield United on loan as well. So yeah, you got now done.
Yeah, true. So some players, but they do have a lot of injuries as well. So we've got 48 watching so far. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do smash up the likes if you haven't already done so, and please do subscribe if you are brand new to the channel as well. Help us get us to 2,400 as soon as we can. Your support is appreciated as always as well. So Jamie Vardy to polish Osula's boots. I think Jamie Vardy, in terms of Premier League football, he hasn't got. I don't think he's got the level for it now.
The only club I can see him going back to, is Sheffield Wednesday.
Could possibly. Got to go, everyone. See you tomorrow. Thanks for the membership. No problem, LG. Take care. Isak didn't have Murphy last game. He didn't. Murphy went missing last week as well. Now, with him trying to eat a bacon sarnie and bloody text, so it's a nightmare, that, Ian. Irish lad, Sammy's called it, to be honest. Bulky says the Premier League need to look at the teams coming up, just going straight back down. Exactly. They need to sort this PSN FFP corruption out, because that's what it'll be now. Look who comes up next season. They've got a chance of going straight back down again. I think Vardy will go to MLS, says Joe. Vardy to Wrexham, maybe that one.
Can I quickly go through why some of them are why they're missing quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Burns is in the ACL, Davies red card, Hutchinson hamstring, Muric shoulder, Ogbeni calf, Phillips injury, Philogene knee, Smollett's ankle.
Oh well. So they've got.
For Callum Phillips, it just said injury.
Well, let's look at Ipswich's last form as in the last games of so. So, of course, did get absolutely trounced of Arsenal 4-0. Did get a draw with Ipswich to Chelsea 2-2. Did lose to Wolves at home. However, did win away at Bournemouth. However, did lose at home to Forest. Did lose to Crystal. The last defeat was actually Ipswich Town at the beginning of March, 8th of March last month.
Can I quickly mention Broadhead and Townsend, the reason why they doubt? Both of them got five problems, five injuries in there, 50-50 for Saturday. So there you go, well done.
There we are, so, yeah, I mean, so again, Ipswich away form's maybe not that bad, but because I haven't lost since Crystal Palace, would you believe it? But look who they're facing tomorrow, Mason. And the fact is, we want to get back in the top 4. So we are going to really, really want to take the game to them.
And hopefully we do it. I mean, we just have to see what happens, and obviously, hopefully we can.
David says, "Do you think Leeds up? Not with the current PSR and FFP rules. Absolutely no way."
The thing is, as well, David, recruitment.
That's it. The problem is whenever there is a vote.
Because Leeds don't want to give. Because the fact is, with Leeds, they need to be careful because they don't want to give back in the financial shit they've been in the past couple of seasons.
The problem is whenever there's a vote in the Premier League, the bottom clubs always vote. They need to start getting out of the cartel. The bottom clubs. They need to start thinking, really? Is that what we want to see? Come on. The fight for top 4 is really tight. It certainly is, Coffee. It really is. Peter Damac, hey, Robert, what you like? Yeah, a good point, Mason, says David as well. I mean, it really is. So we believe, Mason, that just the one change for tomorrow?
Yep.
Sorry, for Saturday, sorry. For the one change, it's probably looking at, of course, Fabian Schär might miss on Saturday. Again, hasn't been pictured in training. And again, with it being a hamstring injury as well, it is a possibility he could well truly miss. But the good thing is we have got cover in there. That's the main thing. We do have cover in those positions right now. So the cartel loan a lot of players to upcoming clubs from the Championship, tell them stay in the Premier League. That's why they vote with them. It's ridiculous, Carl. At times it's absolutely ridiculous.
But I think Karma's hit Leicester, to be honest, because obviously for what they've been going through, for what they've been doing, and the Leicester fans have had enough of them. Oh, fuck's sake, David.
Possibly.
And I'm just going to say it quickly because I've been seeing it myself. His son doesn't give a fuck about Leicester League.
No.
His son does not give a fuck about Leicester League.
I mean, did you see the plane that flew over the ground?
He doesn't give a fuck him like he's not. It's nothing like his dad when he was alive. He does not give one to. He doesn't give one fuck.
You think Eddie Howe might be back on the? Yeah. Do you know what? I believe Eddie Howe will be back on the touchline as well. If this is, I believe he will be as well. So, of course, we know who we still got missing. We've still got, of course, Lewis Hall missing throughout the remainder of the season. Still, Jamal Lascelles injured as well. And what's another one I missed out?
We've got Bob. It says on. I'll get mine a flash score. It says here. It says Botman's missing. Hall will be missing. Lascelles be missing. And CSL for Shaw's a doubt with his thigh.
All right. Well, they say Botman might be back. I mean, by Saturday. Albini will get assist, obviously, of course, tomorrow. When players are coming in for training, so hopefully we'll wait and see what happens. Well, apparently it's happened to the Chargers. Apparently, I think it could have been moved to October now. Apparently, again, I could be wrong.
I think so. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's on Sky Sports News. It's either the summer or September, October, one of the two.
Yeah, apparently it's later than Would you? Christopher Roberts, would you tip the Ipswich Tiger? Well, he's on about Liam Delap, but he's only on loan there. 30 million apparently he's been quoted at.
Permanent. They signed from Hull permanently.
Oh, they signed him, did they?
Because they signed because you remember, because it signed Delap and Jacob Reeves from Hull, both from Hull.
Oh, I mean, 30 million. He is, to be honest, he hasn't been bad. He has been pretty good for them. I mean, let's look at his goals. Well, actually, would you believe it? He actually has 12 goals in all competitions this season.
The fact is, as well, George just said it here. It's 99.9% that they are going to do. So he says 30 minutes is really close if they go down.
Oh, well, Chipper is permanent, but he has a release clause now, well, then so.
He does. I just signed him whole permanently in the summer.
Would you take him for 30 million?
Well, if that's
But we are going to need a backup striker because for Isak as well. I mean, because we believe Callum Wilson will be out the door come the end of the season.
If that is his release clause, and the cynical Jim said it there, it's a good deal for a young up and coming striker like him. I think if I was a Man City fan, I'd be fucking forming for letting him go into Hull permanently then.
Yeah.
No, sorry. It was they've got him from Man City. He was only on the sorry, I do apologise. He was only hold on loan. They signed him permanently from Man City.
Oh yeah, you are.
The fact is as well, I think I read it. Correct us if I'm wrong. I think either us or Ipswich have to get money back. Man City is part of the deal.
Possibly.
I do apologise. I thought it was a permanent from Hull, but not from Man City.
Ray, sorry, Jim says 30 million is a good deal. How about if we sent Osula the other way on loan? But we are going to need. But that means Callum will be out the door as well. I think we're going to have to let Callum go out the door as well. It's a tough one because he has, to be honest, 12 goals for a team that's going down. It just shows he has carried that team this season in a way as well.
I do apologise. Ipswich did sign for Man City permanently. He was only on loan at Hull last season. I do apologise. I really do apologise there. I've made a mistake. I've had a call there. I do apologise.
Chipper thinks Shea might be fit. We have done with Isak, etc. this season to not benefit the teams, possibly. But it is a hamstring injury. That's the only thing here, Chippers. Whether Isak has been a bit of a groin problem, whether it's Shea, it's a hamstring injury. But we'll see. Of course, we will get more on. We'll get news in the press conference there tomorrow, obviously, of course. So, Delap Elder Wilson, yes, will not come in. I can see this being a high-scoring game dedicated to Eddie. Do you know what? With Eddie being coming back as well, I mean, with Eddie coming back on the touchline, Mason, the players will want to make sure they do the job for him as well.
They'll be up for it. I can tell you that.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think either him or Tin will be giving the players a big bollocking after that.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
Thank you, Chippers. City do have a buy-on clause.
Yeah. Do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me as well if War Flags end up doing something as well for Eddie's return.
Probably.
That's a possibility. So it wouldn't surprise me. I did put this out on X today as well. It wouldn't surprise me if War Flags have something planned for Saturday for Eddie coming back as well. So because it's a relegation clause, we do need to negotiate Ipswich with him. Yeah, that means we could just pay and then he leave. Then he goes. Offer them 25 million plus Hayden / Lascelles. Yeah, City have a buy-in clause. Yeah, they do. Lascelles our contract. That's the thing. Lascelles is our contract. I mean, the only thing is, we haven't triggered Lascelles an extension because there's talks that Lascelles might have triggered an extension, but I've not heard anything official on that. To be honest.
Before Leeds got promoted, there was talk if they got promoted at the time, Leeds were going to buy him. Leeds were going to go in for Lascelles, and they might have a chance of going. They might have a chance of going in for Lascelles now since they're promoted.
Once you get on the groin index, you're screwed for months. Well, hopefully, if Isak gets it sorted at the end of the season, if he's still having problems with it, yeah. Osula is no good on the bench. It's a waste of talent, Simameli. If Isak isn't playing well, I would like to see Osula be given a chance because I don't think Callum Wilson has got the pace now. The only time you look to bring on Callum Wilson now is if the game's in the bag. If you know the game is in the bag. Saturday will be my first game back at a match since 2020 because of anxiety I have, so I can't wait. Well, that'd be great. Hope you have a great day as well. Hopefully you get 3 points on Saturday.
If you want to come and say hello to me and Peter and Jackie Milburn statue, if you want to.
Yeah, we're normally hanging around there before match day and afterwards. So if Isak is carrying a knock of salt, Charlie Tyndall and co with it, right? Possibly, yeah. But I think there's just something that I just have the feeling that it's still troubling him. Asula needs more going in terms of my view is simple because he needs more Premier League experience. It looks like we are getting Champions League football, possibly. Anyone at the match, I'll be there. Mason will be there as well.
Yeah.
When we sell players, we need to put sell-on clauses in, especially if they are young. We should have for Minty, really. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that, Chippers, as well. Asula is like a bunny on drugs. How could you not be up for the match with your way for exactly, Jim? And by the way, as I mentioned, your top is been sent out. It's hopefully we'll see that very, very soon.
But the fact is, going back to Sula, I think he's still in that phase of Lewis Hall last season.
Possibly. I believe you going to Lass's fight. I'm thinking about it.
Have you seen the keeper? Have you seen the keepers leaving?
Which one?
Donnelly.
Oh, yeah, Grace Donnelly here. She is
leaving.
I'm conflicted with Isak. I think he's carrying a niggle, but also think he's holding back as our sub-striker. It's not possibly, Chippers. That is a possibility. Well, then we'll go through the predicted lineup. So what we think it's going to be for Saturday. Let us know what it is going to be, guys. Do you think there'll be one change, possibly? Particularly at the back? I think the rest of it will probably remain the same. I don't see why it shouldn't be as well, so... Lawrence said he's going to the last game. Oh, well done. Right, easy decision. In goal, Mason.
Pope.
Yeah, of course, it'll be Nick Pope. He's the number one goalkeeper. So, obviously, Nick Pope is in goal. Of course, right back will be Trips, obviously. So, Trippier to play in at right back. Hopefully, he's not put on set pieces, or if he still gets put on set pieces, he's been working on them in training because Mason, they were absolutely dog rot last week.
Hopefully this week he's got the. Hopefully this week he's been working on them.
Yeah, well, he's got to be because they were absolutely garbage last week. Okay, first one in centre back, Mason.
Kraft.
Yeah, so we are going to bring in Emil Kraft for this game. We think Cher might be unavailable for this weekend. I think it would be sensible to bring Emil Kraft in for this game because I don't think putting Botman straight in would be a sensible idea. We know that happened last time against Spurs, but he did feel a little bit rusty at first and a little bit shaky. So I think get Emil Kraft in, and then we can bring Botman on to give him some minutes into him. Probably later on in the game. So, of course, alongside him, of course, would be Big Dan Burn, obviously. And the last one in the back for Mason.
Tino.
Yeah, it's going to be Tino, obviously. It really, really will be. Well, I'll just read for some more comments. If Jackie's going for one, I feel a bit bad for Dubravka. We do a little bit coffee, but Pope's the number one keeper. Pope hasn't really been that bad, to be honest, since coming back in. Away the lasses. Kraft for Shea and the rest the same, says John. Yep. Is it the top 5 for Champions League so far? Yes. Same as usual, but share off for Kraft. Isak is injured, and maybe it's what will keep him in, possibly. But we don't want to sell Isak at all. We don't. He's too important to us to be going anywhere. No matter what no matter what these media idiots are trying to do and all of that. So, Murphy, I can't see being rested. We're probably going to need him for the assists and the goal contributions and his goals as well. How come most of the team play crap? Where was the mindset? It was probably just a one-off Jilly last week. Trippier has been shot on set pieces for... Do you know what? I agree with that, John. He hasn't been good at them at all. He needs to start working on those again. Real Madrid have automated free kick walls on the training grounds to practice free kicks. That's a great idea, that Coffee. Ben didn't have a great game at Villa, but who did? Exactly. There wasn't many who had a great game, Ray.
No.
There definitely wasn't many at all who had a great game last week. So, here you go. Okay, so we go into the midfield 3. Of course, the first one is going to be, obviously, Mr. Sandro Tonali, obviously. You cannot take him out the side at all. And so Tonali comes in the side. Obviously, we need him, obviously, as well. We do really need him. And the next one in midfield, Mason.
Joelinton.
Yeah, obviously, it will be
and the twat better keep his cool. Not like the last Villa game. Fucking hell.
Well, I think someone lost their head more than Joe Linton last week. And of course, when they get him in, Bruno. We know Bruno.
Both of them was as bad as each other on Saturday.
I thought Bruno lost his head more. He was really, really giving that referee a choice there. So Bruno hopefully keeps his cool and hopefully he recovers from his performance from last week, as it was really poor. Sandro or Murphinho should be on those corners for free kicks. They should give someone else a try if it's Trippier is still continuously being poor at them. I wouldn't mind seeing someone else just be given a chance on those set pieces as well. So, right, so that's the host of the three midfield. Of course, we're going to the attacking three. On the right, Mason.
Murphy.
Yeah, I believe it's got to be Murphy. Do you know what? Murphy went missing last week, but look how Murphy has contributed this season with his assists and his goals as well. So I would definitely be keeping Murphy in there as well. So Bruno lost his bloody marbles. Do you know what? I agree. Bruno hasn't been his best for a while. He hasn't been his best for a really while there, to be honest. So hopefully that is good. I would like to just see that change now. I really would. Right, on the left is going to be Barnes, obviously. I would be really, really furious if Barnes was dropped for Saturday. I don't think it would be a good idea to drop Barnes out. Look how he contributed with the assist for Cher's goal last week as well. I think Barnes keeps his place for me. Gordon has to be more patient and in his place back in the start lineup now. So Barnes on the left. The last one up front, Mason in the middle.
Isak.
Yeah, it's going to be Isak, obviously. It certainly will be. Of course, we will want a strong team out, of course. We are still pushing to try and get in the top four come the end of the season. It's still within our hands as well. We know it is quite tight. It's still within our hands, top four come the end of the season. So that's why we want to put a very, very strong team out. We need the win, obviously, to get the 3 points. Of course, if we do win, we do send Ipswich down back to the Championship. Again, no disrespect to them as well, but we've got a job to do on Saturday. We'll want a big performance after what happened last Saturday. We know last Saturday was unacceptable, but thank God all I can see is that game was gone after the full time. Now it's our time to focus on Saturday's game.
You not see that photo group chat I put in Emery when Nunes scored. When Nunes scored
I didn't see that.
Get off.
Dropping Barnes would be a crown of football. Absolutely, Ray would be. Subs on quick if we go 3 up, says Jim. Yep. Gordon shouldn't be played before he has a haircut. I have seen how it's getting so long. Yes. Oh, God.
Shithouse, we had his absolute finest Emery.
Top 5 here. Well, top 5, yeah. But you know what? If we could push further, if we could go 3rd or 4th, finish 3rd or 4th, that would be great. And it's a possibility as well. Right, what I'm going to do, ready, is get the score predictions in as well. So, Mason, if you would like to get yours prepared as well. And, still a couple of letters. Right, Mason, if you want to get your score prediction in ready, so when we come to reveal it at the end of the show.
Where is it?
It's at the bottom because I've got those are the ones I put in was when I was doing the show with Tony. I was asking him a load of questions. Just read through these last comments. Good to hear you commented, Jilly, for Saturday. Ron's going for a 4-0 win. Yes, I've seen that as well, Coffee.
You know what it is? He is a Nottingham Forest fan. I don't know why people pay attention to him. Fucking hell. He's a Nottingham Forest fan.
6-0, 3-0, Freddie, 7-0. Of course, Mason supports the tune, but does have a second team as well.
Aye, because my grandparents, that's why. I kind of know where my grandparents are from.
We just need to secure this top 5 spot and then spend massive this summer. Title push next season if our squad is deep enough. Yep. Julie's going 3-0, 6-1 to us, 6-0 to David. John's going 5-0. Yeah, we know what we think of Goldbridge at time. Line is NUFC 550. Toon 7-0. Isak 2. Tonali, Bruno, Murphy, J7 and Barnes. Jerry's going 4-1. Oh, Brosy's only going 1-0. 6-0 the Toon. Isak 4 and Tonali and J7. 4-0 the Toon. Choppy, good evening. He's going for a 6-0 win. Okay then, right. We will get the score predictions in. So we will get our score predictions in now, myself and Mason. So we'll just go. Coffee is going for a 4-1 win. Goals from Barnes, Isak, Buffino, and he's got Emil Kraft to get one. Robert's going 4-0. Isak, Murphy, Tonali, and Big Joe to score. Tonali, Screamer, and Barnes, Isak, and Barnes. Sorry, they never lose 6-0. Well, true, but we've got a big job to do. Look at the quality we've got on the pitch. Look at the teams we've brushed apart as well this season, as well. So 3-1 says Jim. Fancy a clean sheet? Be real, lads. I'd say 2-1 or 1-0. Well, we're going to get ours in, right, Mason? This is what you are going with. Newcastle United 4, Ipswich Town 1.
For Ipswich, the lap. For Newcastle, Barnes twice, Isak and Murphy.
Ooh, okay. And this is what I'm going for Saturday. Newcastle United 4, Ipswich Town 0. So the exact same scoreline what we did at Portman Road. I'm going to go Isak twice. I'm going to go Harvey Barnes. The other goal scorer I'm going to go with is... I'm going to go with Sandro Tonali. So Newcastle United 4, Ipswich Town 0 is what I'm going for. We beat them 4-0 without breaking sweat. Do you know what, Chippers, we did? ADB contest guide on the score. I'm surprised where's your normal 7-0s? Bet you a pint.
Actually, I forgot if the lap doesn't play on Saturday, I'm going to go
Tippers
with.
Says he might not play with his injury.
I know if the lap doesn't score, I've got one down my head, but I'll probably get shit for seeing him.
Go on.
Clock.
Oh, okay.
Watch me get shit.
Oh, yeah, because he played for a certain club doing the road.
No. Oh, I was going to say, if Marvy Hutchinson was playing, I was going to get him to score because I like him.
Mm-hmm. If we score early, says Mark, I think Ipswich will fold. Possibly, yeah, they could well. Like what happened against Arsenal, they completely folded in that game. Yep. Joe Linton will score, says Broski. Ipswich will get a goal first, then we'll wake up and Bonds will score after a zippy run. Isak will score from Mafinho cross. Mafinho will make a 3-1 before half time. Second half, Kraft tap in. Yep. Isak 2, Tonali, Bonds 1. Yeah, and Leaf is suspended. Yeah, we did do that when we went through their team as well. Yes, Selby is back in the Premier League with Burnley.
But apparently he's only on the contract till the end of the season. Apparently, yeah, Burnley aren't keeping him.
And they're not... if he takes the free kicks. Williams going 4-0. Isak 2, Murphy and Burn. So a lot of people feeling very optimistic for Saturday. Let's see what the poll results are now, because we're going to end the poll now. The poll has had 56 votes. So the poll has had... Oh, it's gone up to 57 now. So we are going to end the poll now. Right, this is what the results are. 1% of the votes have gone for a draw. 50% says we're going to lose this game. And 82% of the votes have saying have got us to win on Saturday. So a lot of optimism for for Saturday. We'll get the job done. 40 send Ipswich back down there, relegated. So, yeah, do you know what? I would like to know who Chipper says 50% on glue. I like it's
Chippers have probably been. It must have been ye.
Oh, probably was. It could be Ipswich fans. It could be people that do not like us anyway.
Oh God, Robert. 15% probably Sinclair. David Hutchinson, David Hutchinson, if you're watching this, please put in the comments what you said with John Sinclair on Monday in this Wetherspoons, please, because it was funny as fuck. David, if you're watching, please say what you said in Spoons on Monday.
Seems like a lifetime ago when Shelley was a Newcastle player. If you 50% lose, 50% on glue, how are you? 50%, where's your confidence gone? It might not be Toon fans or Reagan. It could be people who don't like us. Great show, lads. Love you, Banner. Chippers has gone for win. Surely people on the wind-up, he probably wouldn't surprise me. So there you are. There you are. But all down the lads to get a job done on Saturday. Get it done for Eddie for his since he is back. The gaffer is back. Oh, where's me banner gone? I took it down before while I was going for the score prediction. There we go. So the gaffer is back. Let's see him get that job done for Saturday.
Broski, red half, not blue. Same city, red one, red half.
Oh,
same city though.
I don't know how I went full screen there. So let's all doubt the lads. Exactly, Ray. There you go. But there we are. So let's make sure the lads get the job done for Saturday. I believe we'll win quite comfortably because we need those points. And there you are. So all down to the players to get it done on Saturday. We will win, no doubt, says Jelly. Thank you, Chippers, you little twat. No way.
Well, Chippers, who do you look like again?
We could end up having words on tomorrow night's show, by the way.
Chippers, you look like a dog here.
I know he doesn't, broski. He just gets a little bit of wind up. That's all I can say.
It is true, you know.
It's not true.
It is.
So, So there you are. But anyway, that is it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much to everyone that has tuned in tonight. Of course, Mason being co-host. Tomorrow night, I presume you will be, Chippers, since you've just put in there you'll be on form.
I'll be on here tomorrow because I'll be at work tomorrow.
That's no problem. That's no problem.
Back to work tomorrow. I've had a nice week off. From work. Back tomorrow.
Yeah, Julie's just said it perfectly there. So anyway, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much again for everyone. And those of you who've come in, Mason being co-host, those in the chat, thank you so much for tuning in. Mods, thank you so much for what we do. We always appreciate what you do as well. Of course, we are back tomorrow night with a crazy bonkers PD's Football Live show. We'll be back again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Get yourselves on. Let's brighten up everyone's Friday's evening, coming close to the weekend as well. And I always say, if the show's not going to be for you, do not watch it. It is simple as that. But it'll be another blast of a show tomorrow. We are back with the bonkers stuff for tomorrow night. So there you are. Saturday, me and Mason are at the game. Quick thoughts after the game, fan reactions as well. Sunday, match review and player ratings as well. So that's what we got so far coming out throughout the rest of the week for you to enjoy and do not want to miss at all. So let me just run for these. Yeah.
Chippers said he's going to bring his mum on tomorrow.
Oh. So we can go bunt to midnight, everyone. Good night, everyone, guys. Take care. See you all tomorrow night. You as well, Robert. Great show. Cheers, Julie. Cheers, lads. Candy Partner. Goodbye, everyone, and take care.
Chippers, bring your mum. Chippers, bring your mum on tomorrow.
Oh, 43 quid at Arsenal for a hot burn dripping hot dog. I might even make it. Go for it, Joe. The show's welcome to anyone to come on. Come on, Joe. Feel free to do so. Carol. Yep, like an old chippers will be, most likely will be dodgy burgers and huge sausages. Absolutely. Let's go Bunning Mendel by Peonies and all. Great work tonight, lads. Thank you so much. Yep, I'm sure it'll be a crazy show tomorrow night. No doubt there will be for tomorrow. But remember, guys, if you have enjoyed the show tonight, please do remember to give us the thumbs up. Again, it's really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the search results. So do smash those likes if you have enjoyed the show tonight. It's really important that we do get those for tomorrow. Please, of course, if you're brand new at the channel or if you're not yet subscribed and you enjoy what goes on the channel week in, week out, please hit that subscribe button. Completely free to do so. It'll help the channel grow. And of course, we are now getting close to 2,400 subscribers. Help us get there as soon as we can. We are on the way to getting there now. Your support is always appreciated, as always. So do smash those likes. Do hit that subscribe button to help us get there as soon as we can. And please, of course, if you're brand new, also please do hit that bell notification. It does let you know whenever your live show takes place as well. So please do hit that bell notification to make sure you're all up to date with the content that we bring out for you that you simply do not want to miss at all. And of course, as well, if you would like to give a donation to the channel, feel free. And if you want to become a member, it's 99p a month. Hit that join button to become a member. Yeah, I know you'll be missing it, Jimmy. I know you sent me a message today as well. So you always catch up on the rewatch is all I can, which is absolutely fine as well. So, there's a fly coming right in my face. So, anyways, that's it for tonight, guys. We'll see you all again tomorrow night for the crazy bonkers stuff. Until then, everyone, see you later. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you all back again tomorrow night. Good night, everyone. Take care. Away the lads. See you later, everyone. Good night.